we've gone over double-digit addition and subtraction, there are some key words that you need to know. When we're working on word problems, they will mention key words that will help you know, am I adding or am I subtracting? So for addition, you will know that they want you to add the numbers. If it says total, all together, join, both, how many in all, sum, or equal to. Now you will know if it's subtraction, if they say how many more, less than, take away, minus, difference, and left. So these are key words that you need to remember as you're reading word problems, because you have to pay close attention and see the clues to know, oh, do they want me to add or do they want me to subtract? So it's very, very important that you pay attention to these key words.
Okay, so we will continue on with learning more about double-digit addition and double-digit subtraction. We are going to look at some word problems, some single-step word problems, and then some double-step word problems. Now, in the single-step word problems, there's only going to be one step that you would need to complete. So let's read this one, and then we're going to go over what we should do. Andy's mom bought 32 pencils and 40 erasers for his classmates. How many items did she buy in all? Here's something that is very, very important. One of those words that we talked about on the board, in all. How many in all? So that tells me that means addition. So I'm going to write that down. My next step is going to be to box my numbers so that I can see them very well. So I know I have 32 and 40. How many in all means addition. So I'm going to write my number sentence just like this. And then I can easily draw my picture of 1, 2, 3 tens, 2 ones, plus 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, and no ones. So I can 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 2 ones. Or I can also put them on top of each other, and 2 plus 0 is 2, 4 plus 3 is 7. So those are my ways that I can show my answer, but this helps to prove that this is correct. Let's look at another one. Sally has 54 bows in her closet. We'll put her. And 13 on her dresser. How many bows does she have in all? So what's very important? Do you see it? Good. How many in all? So what does that mean we are going to do? You're right, addition. It's important to know the difference. Okay, so now let's box our numbers, and we're going to add 54 plus 13. So there's our missing number. So let's show our picture. For 54, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones, or 5 tens, excuse me, and 4 ones. For 13, we have 1 set of tens and 3 ones. Now let's combine them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ones. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. There's 6 tens, which equals 60. Our answer is 67. Let's double check by putting them one on top of the other. 4 plus 3 is 7. 5 plus 1 is 6. So our answer shows 3 different ways that this is correct. All right, now let's move on to subtraction. Now, let's take a look at this number problem. We have Izzy had 20 stickers. She gave 5 away. How many are left? Now, here are some important key words. How many and left. So in all meant addition, but left, like we saw on the board, means subtraction. So we are not putting together, we are taking away. So let's write our number sentence. So this is our unknown. Okay? Now, 20, oh, I made a mistake. I hope you caught it. 20 minus 5 equals unknown. So let's take a look here. We can use tally marks for this one, for our picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 4 sets of 5. Okay, so this is 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, let's take away 1, and we're left with 5, 10, 15. Okay, now let's double check our work over here. So remember, more on bottom, we take from our neighbor. So 10 minus 5, which means you become 1. 10 minus 5 is 5, and that is 1. So we've gotten, with our picture, number sentence, and double checking our math, the same answer of 15. So that is the correct answer. Let's take a look at one more subtraction problem. All right, so in this one, Adam had 73 tokens for the arcade. He gave 26 to his best friend. How many are left? Oh, do you see that keyword again? I know I do. How many and left? So that tells us it is subtraction. Okay, so we are taking away, not adding. Let's box our numbers. So 73 minus 26, I'll write it correctly this time. Okay, now let's draw our picture. In this case, we can do our tens and ones again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Now, with this one, we want to take away 26 from 73. So we're going to take away our 3 ones, and then we're also going to take away this set of 10s to create 10 ones, and take away 3 more. Now we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just mark that out. So 7 will go here. And then we're left with 1, 2, 3, take away 2 10s. We're left with 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. So I get the answer of 47. So 73 minus 26. Let's look at it. We have more on bottom. So we take from the top and get 7. Oops, excuse me, I marked out the wrong number over here. And then we lower this one to 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. So our answer is 42. All 3 of our answers equal the same thing. So this tells me our answer is 47 and that we have proven it. Now let's take a look at two-step problems using addition and subtraction. These can be a little trickier because you have to do more than one set of equations. Jamie brought 21 cupcakes to school for the party. Jose brought another 22 cupcakes. The class ate 15 of them. How many were left? Oh wow, there's more to it. So our end goal is to find out how many were left. So we will end up doing subtraction, correct? Now look here. Here's another keyword. Another. Another means addition. That means there was more. So let's box our first two numbers because we know we are adding 21 plus 22. Now, we will also be finding out, this is our unknown. So unknown minus 15. So I'm going to circle that because in this case we're subtracting this number. It doesn't go with these two in addition. And then we have another unknown. Okay, so 21 plus 22. This one we can go ahead. So we'll add our ones, that's 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 43. So we can even show it here. 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 2 is 4. Good, so 43 is our number. Now we move on to, this was our first step, here is our second step. 43 minus 15. So in this case, let's go ahead and do our tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3. You want to subtract 15, but there are only 3 ones. Take out a 10 and go ahead and draw it in ones. Now you can subtract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are left with 8 ones. Now, you take away one set of 10, and you have 28. Let's double check our math. So you have more on bottom, so you have to borrow from your neighbor. 5 from 13 is 8, and then 1 from 3 is 2. Our answers match. So our answer for this two-step problem is 28. Did you see how we had to add first and then subtract to get our answer? These are more complicated problems, but if you do them in steps, they will get easier with time. So let's take a look at one more two-step problem before I have you continue on your own with a practice. Mrs. Ramirez has 25 pieces of bubble gum. Mandy bought her 37 pieces of butterscotch. Mrs. Ramirez gave away 13 pieces of candy as a prize. How many does she have left? Oh, here we go. We have those same keywords. How many left? So that means subtraction. And we're going to add the word more in here because I forgot to write it. So more would show us we're adding those two numbers. So let's box our first two numbers and circle our third one. Let's start with 25 plus 37. So we're writing the number sentence. And then this is unknown. So that unknown will repeat in our second one because it will subtract 13 to equal another unknown. Excuse me. So 25 and 37. Let's just do tally marks. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We're adding 37. So let's draw 37. Okay, so let's add them all together. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 62. So let's double check our work. 7 plus 5 is 12. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. All right, so our answer checks out and is 62. Now 62 goes in our unknown and subtracts 13. So let's take a look at that using tens and ones. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2. We're going to subtract 13, but we only have 2 ones. So we need to break apart that 10 and make it into 10 ones and subtract 3. So 1, 2, 3. We're left with 9 ones. And then we're still taking away another set of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40. Our answer is 49. Let's double check our work. There's more on bottom, so we borrow from the top. 3 from 12 is 9. 5 minus 1 is 4. We get both answers of 49. So Mrs. Ramirez had 49 candies left. All right, so it's your turn to go and practice one-step and two-step problems on your own.